infielder.
Mike McMahon, class of 2026, first and third base.
Harrison Dragus, class of 26, right-handed pitcher.
Ben Milder, class of 2026, right-handed pitcher.
Ellie Bastido, class of 2027, first base.
Jack Fagan, class of 2027, right-handed pitcher.
Jimmy Akhtar, class of 27, third base.
Michael Cotine, class of 27, I play outfield.
Rocco Nero, class of 27, outfield.
Timmy Gall, class of 27, right-handed pitcher.
Colin Dragus, class of 27, pitcher.
My name's Jerry Munoz, class of 2027, play first base. Vamos.
Josh Morgan, Fenwick High School, class of 2027, outfielder.
Zach Morgan, class of 27, catcher.
Charlie Sutton, class of 27, right-handed pitcher. Ethan Gonzalez, class of 2027, catcher. Jesus loves you.
JJ Baldo, class of 2027, infielder.
Beckett Jabal, class of 27, outfield.
Caleb Flanagan, class of 2027, infielder.
Gio Rangel, class of 27, infielder.
All right, Fenwick Friar Baseball is streaming live from beautiful Evanston, Illinois. We are at Coldike Field at Northwestern University. I'm Ryan Nero, alongside my partner today, filling in for Pat Fagan, is Brian Dragus. We're sitting here right behind the backstop. The coaches out at home plate doing their thing, going over the ground rules, exchanging pleasantries. I had an opportunity to meet the home plate umpire. Not only does he coach, you're gonna get terminated before we.
It's playing an ad on me.
I got an opportunity to meet home plate umpire. He's also a football official. He's also a lacrosse, maybe basketball. The guy does everything. I can't remember now, but we're getting close to game time here, so we're going to get things going. We're going to go over our starting lineup. It looks like the Friars are going to be the away team today for this contest. And leading things off for the Friars is Gio Rangel and Julian Torres, Ethan Gonzalez, Jerry Munoz, Zach Morgan, Jimmy Akhtar, then Rocco Nero, Beckett Javel, and Johnny Buckman. On the bump for the Friars today is Colin Dragus. You know that guy, partner?
I happen to know that kid very well.
Talk to me about him. What do we got lined up with Colin on the bump?
Colin has a nice array of pitches. He can throw a nice curveball, fastball. I think he throws like a four-seamer. And he might have mixed a slider in there once in a while. And he's got pretty good velocity. He had a good outing out there in Florida, so I hope he keeps it up.
Very good. Well, thank you, Brian. Just try to keep us right around the top of the green, not quite yellow, so just play around with that level. Let's take a look at our schedule here. So we were able to get postponed in the late innings against Montini Broncos. Then we came back against De La Salle and beat them 8-5. Yesterday played the
Roman Catholic.
Yeah, well, we don't have that one in there, so oopsie. Anyway, we weren't at that game, so I guess I didn't include it in the schedule. But nonetheless, we trounced Joliet Catholic, or what is it, Aurora Central?
Aurora Central Catholic, I think.
And today we got the Romans, and then we move on to next week where we have a doubleheader kind of deal here. We go back-to-back, not a doubleheader. We play Brother Rice at Brother Rice, and then Brother Rice comes to the Priory. Same thing with St. Lawrence. Friars take a visit over to St. Lawrence. They come back, and then they visit us at home. And then the same thing with DePaul Prep. So we go 2-2-2, and the schedule is pretty tough after today. It's going uphill. Conference games looking good. The
Yeah.
Romans take the field here and get set for this would-be 10 o'clock start. We're 4 minutes before game time and looking good.
Yeah, this is an important game for the Friars. They got to get a good start here because the next 6 games are going to be very tough, and they need to get a good start so they have confidence going into this stretch.
I agree with you. I kind of felt bad. I missed the game yesterday. Shout out to my nephew. He celebrated his confirmation with the family, and it was nice to see him. Rocco Nero, the Friar baseball player, was his sponsor, so we were there supporting Nicky Buer.
Well, good for Rocco. Yesterday got down early, but they had a big inning, ended up run rolling them. So it was the Aurora Christian or the Aurora Catholic starter was pretty good. Did pretty well for 4 innings, but once they knocked him out, that was game.
That's what it looked like. I was catching bits and pieces on the game stream, I have to say. I got in trouble a few times. I got
sneaking in the curve,
yeah, I got in trouble a few times, I got to say.
You got to sit on the back row for that.
Yeah. But I did see that their starter sat down our first 4 or 5, no problem, and they actually had the lead there for a little while.
They did. They were hitting too. Actually, Jack Fagan didn't have his best stuff yesterday, but I was really impressed with how he worked through it and was able to get out those 4 innings, only giving up 2 runs when clearly he obviously didn't have his best stuff. Usually has really good stuff, but it was just one off day for him. But he still battled, fought hard. I thought he pitched well.
Yeah, Fagan threw around 86, 87 pitches yesterday. I think he threw, I don't know, it was like 50 strikes. He only had, gave up 2, had maybe 4 walks, if I remember. I know his dad's watching right now. There's Pat Fagan. Says, field's looking great. Unbeknownst, or if Joel Kiersgaard was watching, he knows how much I can't stand shooting behind the screen. So whatever we can do to get rid of that and shoot some of these other cameras to my our director over here of production, Liz Lateral, sitting in. Liz takes care of us. She's running all the camera angles. That one doesn't. We need a batter. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be great. How about the other one? Go to Mevo Northwest. All right, I got to go talk to him.
Beautiful environment here.
All right, that's not going to work. All right, go back behind the screen then. We got to have a batter in there. There we go. And Gio Rango leads things off here. Gio steps to the plate here. You got the game stream on? No, I'll do it then. It's okay.
So last time I did it, it threw on a commercial.
Yeah. 2-1 to Rango. Sun peeking through here. Game time temperature right around 50 degrees here off the lake. Ended up being a little nicer than I thought. The sun's coming out, which is going to warm things up a tad here. And Rango's been hot lately. This kid's smashing the ball all over the place. He had a great outing, and he works a leadoff walk to get things started for the Friars. And here's another guy here that's been super hot, Julian Torres. This kid is no stranger to the long ball. He's a freshman, plays on the JV team. He's come up to help us out here. The last few games, several games, 3 games maybe.
God, he's started
got a home run
early. Yeah, he's a really good hitter. I think he should stick on varsity.
Takes that first pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed I didn't get to see my buddy Fireball Fagan yesterday. And missed the opportunity to broadcast that game. And of all games, I like to make sure I get an opportunity to broadcast with my partner, especially when his son's pitching. It always makes for, certainly for me selfishly, a better broadcast because my partner Pat gets emotionally involved, like we all do as parents. It's great, a lot of fun for me, but missed that opportunity, so we'll have to make it up on the backstretch.
It'll be hard for me to be neutral when Colin's on the mound.
I'm going to have to take a walk down there and tell those kids that we've got cameras above their heads, and it's not going to be very good if they're standing there the whole game. So I'll be back. And that's strike 3 to Julian Torres, and that's going to bring up Ethan Gonzalez.
Ethan's been one of our better hitters this year. Hope he can get a hit here.
Hey, Flanny.
Look
Just
the
let the
ball.
guys know. There's one right to your right. See it? And this one. So if you stand in front of it, you can't see the hitters. And I know how much you guys love the footage.
Hauls it up, looks at the strike.
One away here for the Friars. Gonzalez stands in. 1-0 to count. Fastball in there, strike, swing, a nice pitch there. Thank you, sir. Make sure we get our camera angle set up. Try it now, Liz. See what we got working around the horn. There we go. Try another one. There we go. We'll mess with those in a little bit because I like to see the picture a little bit, but 1-2 the count to Gonzalez. There's a ground ball, chopper to third, fires over to second, gets one over to first, not in time. They get the lead runner, Rangel, who was walked earlier. And now there's 2 away, and that brings up the hot hitting Jeremy Munoz.
This being a college field, I wonder if Jeremy has the power to get it out. He's already had several home runs this year.
Munoz steps to the plate here. Hits that one foul, backing out of play.
I think that foul ball went right before my car's parked. Could be a problem.
Well, you know what we say about that? If there's plenty of open spots there, you might be in the wrong location. Munoz smashes that one high, foul and out of play. Beautiful ballpark here, turfed infield and outfield.
See the new football field being constructed as we speak.
Ryan Field, I did not know that, and I pulled up, and it looks like they're investing some money in the football team. Great football team, great program, great athletics here at Northwestern University. Munoz smashes that one out left center.
It looks like the
Center fielder
Yeah,
drifted over and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Friars squander an opportunity with the leadoff walk. They leave one, and no hits, no errors. Score 0-0. We go to the bottom of the first here. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network. All right, back in the action here at Coldike Field as Dragus takes the mound for the Friars. And the Latin Romans get the sticks here. 0-0 bottom of the first here. The Romans dugout. They're small in numbers, but mighty in volume. Got a lot of energy over there. Friars loaded up in the dugout, all leaning over the front there. Big home plate LED scoreboard. That's pretty neat out there for replays.
Colin coming off a really good outing in Kentucky. Just hope he keeps it up.
That ball pulled foul down the line for strike one. 2-1 to count. Ball, the wind appears to be blowing from right to left. Maybe in a tad. This is a big ballpark. It is a proper ballpark. Plays most likely or most definitely deeper than the Priory, I would have to guess. I ran some numbers on it. There's a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get through for a leadoff hit. So the leadoff man for the Romans gets aboard here.
Wasn't hit too hard, just hard enough to sneak through.
See if we can get a tailor-made double play here. You want to take us around the infield and give us the defense here after the pitch?
I wish the changes.
There's another shot through the left side. And that looks like,
let's see, we got Buckman at third.
That's 25 out in left field. That's Gio Rangel in left. And looks like we got Beckett in center. Looks like Rocco Nero in right. Munoz at first.
Yes.
And then we got Julian Torres at second. We got Ethan Gonzalez at short. And then, that's Johnny Buckman at third. And
who's behind the plate?
Yeah, the one and only Zach Morgan.
All right.
Hot hitting Zach Morgan. Great eye at the plate. One of the best defensive catchers. I had an opportunity to watch grow in this baseball game. I think I say that every broadcast. I always enjoy watching Zach play ball. When they play in Little League and through the River Forest Youth Baseball League. It's a great baseball IQ, great family, great kid. That ball hit deep center field. Beckett going back. He's got a line on it. Oh, and Beckett reels it in and fires it into the cut man. And Beckett on a full sprint puts that glove hand up towards just after the apex of the baseball and squeezes for out number one. But number 17 for the Romans really put a charge into that one.
I can tell you yesterday Beckett had a major league catch.
YouTube.
Dead sprint.
Oh.
Standing center fielder.
Actually, I have it right here. I have it. Got it. Thank you. And that bring up Cats.
Got runners at the corners.
A lefty here for the Romans. Yes, sir. Runner, good observation there. They're on the corners. Only one out here. So an opportunity for the Romans to strike first. Morgan takes a shot. Oh, nice throw by Morgan. Good jump by the runner. They slapped the tag on him, but he's in there safely. And now the runners are in scoring position at second and third with only one out.
See if Colin can get a pop out or a ground out here. That would be nice.
Hoffman at third. Lufrano at second. Cats batting for the Romans. Nice curveball there by Dragus. Gets the foul ball for strike one. 1-1 they count. Looking up there, looks like we have a working scoreboard. I know my partner Fagan, Pat, would be excited about that. We always like to get a working scoreboard when we show up. And you have to take the reins of keeping me honest here. Nice pitch there. Called strike on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. I make a lot of mistakes in the broadcast booth, and Pat is always there to reel me in. I gotta tell you. So you could take that.
I'll do my best to keep you honest.
You can take that role on today. So he burns that one. Nice. Yep. Yeah, big bag. Let's talk about that for a second. So we've played in many ball fields here, and the distance between home plate and the backstop is not inconsistent. I mean, it's not something that What am I trying to say here, partner?
Yeah, it's different with every park, and there's more room here than a lot of fields we play on.
Yeah, it takes that. Just missed high.
Boy, that was close.
But yeah, you let a ball get past, skip past the catcher here. It's gonna, the runners are gonna move around on you. Full count here. Gets him swinging.
Got him striking.
Trouble. Get back, Zach. There's out one at first.
Good job. Good job.
Drop
Zach.
third. Base was open. So now there's 2 outs here.
Zach did a good job there. He got right back to home plate.
Saw that.
Stopped that guy from third, trying to take a chance.
Brings up number 5 for the Romans. Rose.
Calling through another bender.
Comes in first pitch strike. We always like to see that. 0-1 the count here. Wow, I'm going to have to drop the vest here. It's starting to heat up a little bit here. Or maybe just...
Get in that sun.
There's a bouncer over to first base. Munoz picks it up, takes it himself for out number 3. No damage there as the Friars get out of it after 2 hits in that inning. Leave 2 on, no errors. Still score 0-0. Top of the second inning coming up here in just a minute. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network. All right, having some fun at the ballpark here with the fans that have been rolling in here. Friars are getting set to start the top of the second here. Crack this one open early, see if we can get some runs scored.
Got to break that seal.
Wait, what now?
Break that seal. Both teams can't get a run across. They got the chances.
You know, where I come from, breaking the seal means a little something different there, Brian, but you know what kind of party this is. It's a little early on a Saturday. We got Zach Morgan standing in front of this kid's he's been hitting. One of the better eyes on the team behind the plate. He's a catcher. I don't know if that just comes naturally. Fouls that one back to the screen.
Just under that one. Went straight back, got it timed.
It looks like Jimmy Banaktar on the on-deck circle, DHing.
Big addition. Glad he's back.
Let's see if Zach can reach the leadoff spot here. Whoa.
That was a wild pitch.
And look at that. It came right
bounces
back
all
to
the way
him.
back to the pitcher.
Just a bit outside, right?
I didn't think it would get much bounce off that padding, but apparently it can.
Did you see that? You got to watch that now if you're going to go steal. That takes a
right.
So those watching at home, we were talking about the distance between home plate and the backstop and how a ball that gets by would be an easy stolen base. However, what we just saw there is that ball caromed off the backstop and rolled all the way back to the pitcher.
And quickly, too. He could have easily gunned somebody out.
Oh. 2-1 here to Morgan. That one right down the biscuit for strike 2. 2-2 here. How about our other angle? Still no good. There There's a ground ball. Third baseman picks it up on the short hop, fires it across for out number 1. Morgan's retired.
So far, they look like they got a pretty solid defense.
Yeah, defense looks good. Pitching pretty good here early on. It's like anything else. It's we see around the 4th or 5th inning when you start to get in that bullpen. So Bach, big, tall left-hander, back in action here for the Friars. Getting the start the last couple games as a designated hitter. Some equipment issues here for the catcher. Hands it off to his coach. Looks like a strap on the helmet. Nero in the on-deck circle. Turns out to be a beautiful morning here up in Evanston, Illinois. Sun is out. Today is
100 yards from, what is that, Welsh Ryan Field, the basketball arena?
Yeah, there's the basketball arena. Just past that is Ryan Stadium or Ryan Field where the Wildcats play football.
I read they're sinking $800 million in that new thing.
Goodness me, there's your tax money.
From the renderings, it looks like it's going to be absolutely beautiful stadium.
For $800 million.
All the amenities.
I'll tell you what. Tonight is the prom.
That's right.
Junior prom or prom tonight?
Prom. Yep. Colin's got to rush out of here and get ready.
Yeah. All the kids will be hustling back to their picture parties and getting dressed up and off to the prom. It'll be a fun night for them.
And the after parties where nervous parents wonder what's going on over there. Hope they keep it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fagan's probably covering his ears right now. You know.
Right.
I got Haley Bernal and her grandfather here over there in the stands. Looking on, watching her boyfriend out there. They'll be going to prom later.
Oh, the worst of the days.
So we got a lot of problems with this catcher's helmet here. They're bringing out the welder and the torch, doing some fabricating here.
He's wearing one of those hockey-style catcher helmets.
And now the umpires are going to converge and have a discussion, see where maybe they're going for a late lunch today after the game. I'll be right around lunchtime, 10:18. So we're only 18 minutes into this game, already top of second. So this is slowing things down. The Latin Roma, Chicago-based school, smaller school, 400 students there.
Is that all? Well, from what I can tell, they put a decent baseball team for only 400 students.
It certainly is very respectable. And, with low numbers, it's a must. I was talking to their game manager before today, and we were chit-chatting about the challenges with a smaller school, fielding multiple teams, whether that's lacrosse and baseball and all the rest. Holy moly here. So now do we have another catcher's helmet?
Yeah, I think we need a
small school. They got one helmet. They share it with the freshman and the sophomore team, and then they give it to the goalie in hockey. So
this thing's been used a lot.
You got a lot of use on this helmet.
It's amazing you can put it on at all.
Oh, now we got the equipment department coming out. We got the head coach. Before you know it,
does it take a fix?
Having some fun here. Before you know it, the Northwestern Wildcats are going to come out here and see if they can't bring their management team out here. Everyone's taking a look ski. It's like an IDOT job or a CDOT job, right? You got one guy doing the work here, and there's about
3 supervisors.
Yeah. Oh, golly. We'll take it to a commercial break here, and we'll be back in the action in just a minute.
You know that dream where you finally find a salon that actually gets your hair right? Well, we got the place for you. Mac Daddy Salon in Forest Park takes you from crossed fingers to confidence in one visit. Real stylist, real results, and zero hair regret. Wake up smiling, walk out glowing. Ask for Tracy at Mac Daddy Salon, where your dream hair is no longer a dream. Mac Daddy Salon, Dream hair delivered. The Julie Sutton Group is a top performing real estate team serving the western suburbs, known for delivering exceptional service and outstanding results. With decades of combined experience, their talented agents combine deep market knowledge with innovative strategies to help buyers and sellers achieve their real estate goals. Whether you're searching for your dream home or looking to maximize the value of your current property, the Julie Sutton Group provides expert guidance every step of the way. The Julie Sutton Group, where experience, strategy, and results move you home.
All right, we're back in the action, and the equipment issues have been settled. Going to give the pitcher of record here for the Romans a couple of warm-ups. Box steps into the box, a strong left-hander. Jimmy Benakdar for the Friars, DH'd today. And nobody or one out, excuse me. And let's see if Benakdar can get something started here for the Friars with Nero in the on-deck circle. Nice pitch there, inside corner, gets the strike called.
Gives him the low strike call. Let's just hope our side gets that call as well.
Yeah, it's all about consistency, right? As long as it's going both ways, you can't complain. 1-1 to count. Sending some love and some well wishes to Costa Rica for Joey Nero, my older brother, who's been in the hospital for a number of days. Got to get him well and get him back to the States. Thinking about you, Joey. Two and one to count. How's our chat looking there? There's a chopper over to the first baseman, pitcher covering.
Pitcher does a good job covering there.
And they get the out. So the Friars have been stymied here early after, they've been no hit so far, actually. No hit here.
Yeah, slow start.
Yeah.
Seems like it takes a while for our bats to get going.
Nero stands in with 2 outs here. Nobody on. Nice curveball, catches the inside corner. That was one of his better curveballs right there. Beautiful pitch. See if he can get something in the zone here to drive. Oh, check swing, foul, and the all too familiar 0-2. Tough count for any hitter.
Yeah, this kid's keep getting ahead early on most of hit batters.
Go Nero! 0-2 to Nero, bounces it in. Trying to get him to chase. Nero lays off. 1-2. Friars looking for their first hit of the game. Like to see Nero rip one down the line and get things cruising here. Swings through that one for strike 3.
Oh, pitcher did a little taunting there. You see that?
No, I missed it.
Yeah, he kind of had words for our dugout.
So the Friars are retired in order here. And still scores 0-0. Back at the bottom of the second here. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show, the Nero Broadcast Network.
For generations, Chicago has trusted one name for bread done the right way. Toronto bread is baked fresh every day using time-honored recipes, quality ingredients, and a whole lot of pride. From family dinners to neighborhood favorites, Toronto brings people together one slice at a time. Proudly baked in Berwyn and served across the Chicagoland area, this is more than bread. It's tradition you can taste. Toronto bread, Chicago's bread.
Back in the action here at Cold Ike Field. Dragus takes his warm-up pitches. Shout out to the Meehan's, Marty. Meehan watching the broadcast with his son, Kellen. The freshman team, they've won 5 straight. They've only given up 3 runs, our freshman
fantastic.
Friars. Shout out to them. Off to a great start. Heck yeah.
Bodes well for the future.
Absolutely. Shout out to the Markhams. Benny and Molly watching the live stream. What are we doing now? Oh, more equipment problems. What is
now
the
it's
deal?
our side.
looks like electronic issues with the earpiece for our catcher. The Tassios watching from Downers Grove. Shout out to them.
There we go. Ready to go now.
Hey, we're back in the action here as first offering thrown for a pitched in there for a swinging strike 1. See if Dragus can get ahead, stay ahead. Fenwick Fathers Club, Tuesday, April 28th, at Ofrenda and Berwyn Cinco de Mayo party. For details, see the FenwickFathersClub.com. Guest speakers for this event is Jeremy Dickinson, our varsity baseball coach, and Shannon Seymour, boys varsity soccer coach. Coming out, support the Fenwick Fathers Club.
There you go. Collins throwing a good pitch there. He had 2 swing and misses. But he breaks out the curveball here. Oh.
Most offers, lays off. Full count here to start things off in the bottom of the second. Gets a little piece of it, skips it back to the backstop. The chat is open on our live stream, so please let us know how we're doing, where you're watching from. Our thousands and thousands of live streamers across this beautiful country of ours. Grayson Markham. Hopefully he's watching. I saw his dad had bought him a new bat and ball and was inspired by a broadcast and got him out in the backyard, little Grayson.
That's what you do, Ryan. You just inspire the young ones.
David Bukalok just joining us. He took a look over and wiped the sweat off his brow, saying, "Whew, I don't have to join in the broadcast booth today." He was happy about that. In the 3-2, little trouble. Big chop up the middle.
One-handed.
Oh, one hand. Big stretch over at first base by Munoz, and they don't get him. Close play at first. And that was Julian Torres who barehanded that ball at second base and fired it over to first, but not in time as the leadoff man is now aboard for the Romans.
That was really his only chance, was to barehand it. If he gloved it, he had no chance at all. So I think it was a good play.
Some debris blowing across the field.
These Romans are pretty disciplined hitters. They're not chasing a lot.
Swings through that one, 1-1, and in right there. Keep calling it, partner.
Yeah.
Get some background fun. We can pop that on. Just manage it a little bit. We'll see. We'll see if we get some game time, game sound going on with our behind the plate mic. If it's too noisy or distracting, let us know in the chat. And we'll pull it off. Give you a little more real feel here as So now we're saying that ball got a
Was
piece of
good.
him.
They said he got a piece of him. I don't think it did.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So now Friars in a little bit of trouble here. We got runners on first and second with no outs, and it's the second time during the game here. They had such in the bottom of the first, and now here we again, bottom of the second. So Dragus got to dig himself out here and trust that defense. Defense for the Friars of late's been much better in the early goings. Hitter shows bunt, drops a dandy down in no man's land, and perfectly executed by the Romans, and now the bases are loaded.
Very little you could do with that bunt. That was a perfect bunt. Too long of a run for third baseman and right in between the catcher and the pitcher.
Yeah, well, I wonder why if Buckman wasn't cheating up when he saw bunt.
He actually was.
He
Still
was,
couldn't
okay.
get there.
Yeah, it just died right there. It was well executed. Ball hit high, fouling out of play. The Morgans from Iowa are watching the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for your support, watching, supporting the Friars. Nice curveball there, double play ball in effect. Out at second, fires it over.
Oh, I don't know why
I'm not sure what happened there. I just recognized. I think what Gonzalez saw there is just didn't have a chance at first, and maybe by deking him over at going to first, looking back to third, tried to get him coming off the bag. So it was a high IQ play, but the runner at third wasn't moving. It's going to bring up Axel for the Romans. Maybe not. Hang on a second. Got some discussion here. Morgan coming out to give him the lay of the land here. Calling signals and signs. And now they're on the corners. One run in for the Romans. Friars are now trailing here early on. Throw over to first, runner back. Yeah, just forget about that. Nothing we could do about that. We'll run one camera on the road and maybe a close-up once in a while. That's probably the best we can do. Curveball missed inside. How's that other? You want me to put that down here? How's the hitter cam look? Oh, that's good. So we got that cam. That's probably the best shot right there, especially for a play at the plate. Dragus kicks, fires, drops a dandy a little bit. No, he did get it. I thought so.
Yeah.
There would have been a little grumbling over here in the broadcast booth, and you knocked out that one. 1-1 the count. Wind's starting to pick up. Gonna have to put that vest back on. Ground ball, hot shot past Buckman. That's gonna roll all the way to the outfield.
That was a hot shot to the third baseman. He was playing in. That was going to be a really difficult play.
Rango gets it in quickly, but that's a solid single and an RBI. Now it's 2-0 and 6 hits now for the Romans. Excuse me, guys. Strike called. First pitch strike. We always like to recognize that. Pardon me while I turn my electrified vest on by Milwaukee Tools. Milwaukee Tools, interesting enough, out of Indiana. Indianapolis. No, I don't know. Pat, I don't know, Pat. That's a shot high in the air, playable for Munoz over to the net, and that drifts foul just past the netting off the top of the dugout. Down the right field line. That'll be nice right now is an Irish coffee.
That would be fantastic.
Wouldn't that be great? Just a little sprinkle of bourbon and some Baileys. take the bite out of the air. Make the broadcast a little more interesting. I promise you that. That one popped up into the air center field, and that's a no man's land. And Beckett coming in like a steam train and picks it up on the hop and fires it in.
Little Texas leaguer.
Yeah, fires it into. That's Julian Torres, who walks it in, tosses to the pitcher. And now they're loaded again. The hits continue here. Now 7 hits, 2 runs. And only 1 out here.
Well, the good thing is a forced every base.
If you're watching, sometimes that game stream doesn't really tell you. That ball was just it was a little duck snort out in the center field. Nothing Beckett could do but play it off the hop or 2. And that one was pieced out into the gap, and Beckett giving chase. Gloves it. Nice play by Beckett to cut it off. Keeps it to a single, but 2 runs are going to score, and the can of whoop has been opened up here.
Yes, it has.
The Romans just batting around here now. 8 hits, 4 runs in the bottom of the second. The Friars got to lock it down here. Let's see if Dragus can dig deep, get out of this one, and give ourselves an opportunity to crawl back into it. Yeah, if you're freezing, put a darn jacket on. No? There's a chopper, first baseman. Munoz corrals it, goes back to first with it wisely. He gets out number 2. And tough hop for Munoz there, but he plays it well, almost like a catcher. Munoz used to play catcher. Takes it off the belly, corrals it. Kind of a goofy hop on him, but gets the out. So 2 away here. And the Friar fans take a deep breath. The Romans still threatening with runners on second and third. What do you like here, partner?
I'd like him to, he's been throwing that curve pretty well, so I'd like him to mix it in a little bit more even than he has been. There he goes. Oh,
over the top of the second baseman, out of the gap. Nero giving chase, Beckett giving chase, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. And he's around second. He's going hell for leather. And pulls up with a standing triple, base clearing, 2 RBIs. Holy moly.
Well, Collins just can't get any luck in this inning.
Wow. That ball was hit well, but I mean, it was just placed between center and right.
Right in the middle of them.
And both fielders were hightailing it back to the warning track, and it rolled all the way to the wall. And now it's 6-0. So it looks like some changing going on, a little discussion by the third base coach for the Romans. And looks like there's going to be some action in the bullpen. It looks like Charlie Sutton trotting down there, if I'm not mistaken.
So I asked for the curveball and I got it. The guy struck it. Struck it hard.
Yeah, he sat right on it. That was Rose. He was a lefty, right?
Yes, he was.
Man, oh man.
A lot of lefties.
That ball hammered out in the right field. Here comes Rango. Oh, he makes the catch.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, no. So he comes in, squeezes. I thought he had it.
Thought he had it too, but he did drop it.
And so the woes continue here as another run scores. No. Yeah, third. Yeah, run scores there. So it's now 7-0. And Latin taking it to the Friars here in the bottom of the second. 2 away. If the Friars want any chance of getting back into this one, they're going to have to shut it down now. First pitch strike. Got a bit of a Tito's and soda headache today. You ever have one of those? C-Rag too.
I have.
It's reminding me about how much fun I had last night at my brother-in-law's house. And that damn Sasquatch says, make it stop, Ryan. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying here. I think Collins is going to throw his best pitch here with 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trot off the field, and the Friars got to really get something cooking offensively here because it's been pretty dismal on the offensive side. That one popped up into no man's land. Oh, I'm sorry, second baseman. That's Torres.
Finally got out. Not a lot of
So-
luck in that inning.
No, not a lot of luck, but Torres squeezes for out number 3. Friars trot off the field. But not after giving up 8 hits and 5 runs, no errors. One error for the Friars. We'll be back in the action here. Friars trailing 7-0 here. Top of the third coming up in just a few minutes. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Mike Katinek, president of the Fenwick Fathers Club, proud sponsor of Fenwick Athletics. The Fathers Club started in 1932 to provide financial assistance to families in need. I'm proud to say we're almost 100 years later, still continuing that tradition with our Tuition Continuation Fund. If a Fenwick student loses a parent and there's financial need, the Fathers Club helps make sure that that student can complete their Fenwick education. We are a club open to all dads and guardians of Fenwick students. We host monthly events to build camaraderie amongst our dads. Events range from a March Madness party, a bags tournament, to a Theology on Tap session. We're able to introduce our members to school administration, teachers, and coaches so they can get an up-close view of the Fenwick experience. The Fathers Club also provides community while supporting and delivering on our mission. We'd love for you to join us at the Fathers Club. Find out more about our events and membership at fenwickfathersclub.com. Thanks for your support.
All right, back in the action here. So it looks like Beckett Javel standing in for the Friars, playing center field. Playing a great center field, too. And then in the on-deck circle would be Johnny Buckman. Buckman playing third. And Beckett's got to get something cooking for the Friars here.
Yes, he does. He's been pretty solid.
That ball in the dirt. Catcher pops and snaps it back and says, let's get this going. Infield playing short from my view, so a well-placed ball is going to send them on their horse.
This pitcher's working fast.
He sure is.
He doesn't take much time up there.
Liz Lateral running production today. It's nice to have her back here on this away game.
Looks like he was a little late on that one.
Yeah, nice pitch inside corner, gets Beckett swinging, and now the count is 2-2. Downstairs didn't miss by much. Full count to Beckett. Let's see if he can reach. 3-2 offering. Pitcher kicks, fires. Beckett swings through it for out number 1. I got to believe we haven't even been through our lineup once yet.
I think he's seen the minimum.
Top of the order in the on-deck circle in the form of Gio Rangel was one of the lonely and only Friar base runners who led off with a walk, a 3-2 walk in the top of the first. And that one,
there we go. Now we got
that one catches Buckman, and he didn't like that one, but he's going to take it for the team. Trot on down to first base, and an opportunity here with one away. Hot hitting Gio Rangel, lefty at the plate. Right?
I think he.
Buckman has been a magnet for the baseball of late. Let's see if Rangel can barrel one up here, send it in the outfield, and move the speedy Buckman around and keep the line moving for the Friars. That one bounces in. Buckman back in. The on-deck circle.
Swing. He's got a good, nice swing.
On-deck circle is Julian Torres. Went down swinging in the first. So he's due. Been swinging a hot bat for the Friars. Bounces that one in there. Catcher doing a nice job for the Romans behind home plate. That's Rose. Rose was the one who pieced that one out in the right center for a stand-up triple. Bases clearing.
Kid can hit too.
2-0 to Wrangle. That one misses, and now the Friar dugout starting to make some noise here. Get that pitcher on his back. Some construction-related noise in the outfield. That's being overshadowed by the Friars dugout. Is big opportunity here for the Friars to get something cooking early. 3-0. And looks like he put a little something extra on that one, partner.
Yeah, I think that one had about an extra 4 or 5 miles per hour.
Little frustration from the pitcher. Zips that one in there for a strike. Does not like the noise from the Friar dugout, nor does he like the lead from Buckman at first. Let's see if that affects his accuracy. And it does, and he drops it down low, and Wrangle's aboard. And now the Friars got runners at first and second for the freshman Julian Torres. Love watching this kid. He's got a lot of energy in the box. Stands in. He's got the black and white Nikes on, white batting gloves. A lot of bat wiggle. And the offering gets him on strike one looking.
This pitcher's got some nice velocity. He's doing a good job keeping our batters a little uncomfortable.
That one fouled back and out of play. Another fastball. So he went 2 fastballs to Torres with Gonzalez looking on deck, shaking his head, saying, yeah, bring that to me, partner. Bring that to me. Now you're down 0-2. Always a tough position, like I had mentioned earlier. I don't know if he's going to sit curveball. He's going to call timeout, granted by the home plate umpire. Torres steps out, deep breath, gets back in the box, and with one away and runners at first and second. Let's see what Torres comes up with here. Curveball misses high. He did come back with the curve.
He did, but it was way off. So it was an easy one to pick up early.
So I want to say he might be having trouble locating that curveball in the dirt, and that was up high. So I'd be sitting fastball if I was
he likes
Torres
that
here.
fastball.
And it was. And they snap throw down to third. He doesn't have the baseball, so the runner's in safely. And so Buckman would have been
he would have been
He
out.
would have been smoked by 3 feet, but the ball skipped past the third baseman.
If he hadn't dropped it, he definitely would have been out.
On the last play, the pitcher did come back with the fastball, left it outside, and Torres chased, trying to protect, couldn't get a piece of it. So now they're on the corners with 2 away, and that brings up Ethan Gonzalez.
Ethan Gonzalez, excellent hitter for us.
Good hitter, smart hitter. Homered in the game against De La Salle. No. Yes, he did. Did he? Yeah, I think he did. Or double. He did a nice double. Smoked it off the wall on a fly.
Uh-oh.
And that one's back here towards the broadcast booth. Did you bring your glove, partner?
I'll barehand it.
That away. Runners on the corners for the Friars with 2 outs. You'd like to see the Friars push across the run here to get things moving offensively. Oh, man, play down to second base, and they got him.
Got him. Excellent throw by the catcher.
Wow. And just like that, with 2 runners on, the inning's over. Friars can't do anything. And Gonzalez is going to lead things off. He's going to get another chance at it. Right? Took the bat out of his hand.
Yep.
He didn't look too happy about with runners on. Caught stealing is what they say. We'll be back here at the bottom of the third here in just a few minutes after a word from our sponsors.
For more than a century, Oak Park, Illinois has been a community built on strong values, proud traditions, and neighbors supporting neighbors. From its early days as a small village just west of Chicago to the vibrant community it is today, Oak Park has always been a place where people take pride in where they live. That same commitment to community is what drives Oak Park Bank. For generations, Oak Park Bank has proudly served local families, homeowners, and businesses with trusted financial guidance and the kind of personal service you only get from a true community bank. Whether you're opening your first account, buying a home, or growing a business, Oak Park Bank is here to help every step of the way. Because great communities deserve a great bank. Oak Park Bank, built on community, focused on you.
Back in the action here at Cold Dyke Field. The sun is shining off the turf, heating things up. And the Friars are going to need it because they are ice cold with those bats. Coming off a big inning here for the Romans, where they plated 5 runs on 8 hits.
We really need a good inning here. So we'd like to put a donut on the board.
Donut sounds good here. On the board or in the coffee and in my mouth, one of the ways.
I had one on the way here. It was fantastic.
Now, do you go to Dunkin' Donuts?
I did go to Dunkin'.
That's your
bread and butter.
That's your bread and butter. Your go-to. You don't do the Krispy Kreme?
Oh, I love the Krispy Kreme, but I don't even know where Krispy Kreme is now.
Strike 2, 1 and 2 the count. Korsch is at bat. Got Gus Korsch at the bat for the Romans.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. He's set down on 4 pitches.
I think that might be Colin's first strikeout.
Korsch, the number 8 hitter for the Romans. That's going to bring up the 9th man here, Axel, number 11.
This guy's important because their top of their lineup is really good.
Well, we've seen that. That ball hammered out in the center field. Beckett going back, puts the glove up. Oh, and on the run. Squeezes for out number 2. Beautiful play by Beckett Javel.
I tell you, Beckett's had a great season so far in center field.
Wonderful play out in center. He is a speedy boy. He gets a good read on the baseball off the bat. Made a great play.
He had a major league play against Aurora Christian or Aurora Catholic yesterday. Dead, caught one dead on the dead run. Everybody thought it was over his head.
Curveball in there for a strike, and Colin gets ahead.
Down on him too.
Sure did. Leadoff man for the Romans here, Hoffman. Dad standing along the first base line with a camera in hand. That one hammered high in the air. Beckett going back. Rango going back. Beckett calls it and squeezes it. He must have covered 200 yards on that.
That was fantastic. He's a miracle worker out there today.
Wow. And Beckett showing his skills with the glove out in center field and chases that one down. His dad didn't look too happy about it. He's shaking his head. Son was at bat and squared one up, and Beckett chases down for out number 3. So that's going to do it for the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the 4th coming up for the Friars, and they are in a position here where it's getting to the point where they got to start putting up some runs to keep this one close. We'll be back in the action after another word from our sponsors.
For over 85 years, Dairy Queen has been a sweet tradition in the community. From legendary blizzards to cone shakes and smiles shared across generations, this is where memories are made, one treat at a time. Located at 211 East St. Charles Road in Villa Park, Dairy Queen is more than dessert. It's a hometown favorite. Stop by and taste the tradition that has been loved for decades. Dairy Queen. Happiness served daily.
That's still the same pitcher?
Yes. Just watch.
Yeah.
There's that curveball.
Yeah.
He's not changing speeds with it too much, but if you back in the action here. Where are we at here? We're at Northwestern up in Evanston, Illinois. The Friars get set here to try to get something cooking offensively as Ethan Gonzalez steps to the plate for the Friars. Gonzalez is hitless, gives that one a ride out in the left field. Left fielder looks up, puts the glove up, squeezes for out number 1. So Gonzalez gave it a ride, but the ball is not traveling. It's hanging up today, so might be a small ball day.
It's really not. It looked like the wind has changed directions now. It looks like it's going out to the right.
Good observation. Hey, and good timing for the hot hitting lefty here.
Turn one on there, it's going to go.
Jeremy Munoz outside gets him for a strike called. That's a good observation on the wind. It was blowing out to right now, kind of swirling a little bit. That one's down low. 1-1 the count to Munoz. Coach Kyle Kamisic over at third. Director of Baseball Operations, Coach Segredo at first. Curveball misses inside. Not by much.
Not by much. It was very close. That was a really good take.
The list of notable alumni is quite extensive on Wiki. Some real surprises in there. Nancy Reagan attended Latin school. How about that?
Jeremy a little late on that one.
That's usually the bottom of fourth segment that my partner Pat Fagan provides, is the notable alumni. Appreciate that by that damn Sasquatch supporting Pat Fagan and the live stream with the notable alumni. 2-2 to Munoz with one out here. This pitcher's throwing a gem here. I'm not sure the Friars were expecting this when they got off the bus today.
I don't think they were at all.
Wind's picking up, howling out. Munoz up the middle, shortstop's right there, scoops it up, fires it over. Nice stretch by the first baseman. And there's two away, and they've been in this position before. Let's see if Zach Morgan can get it started for the Friars.
When I was watching Zach as a freshman and a sophomore, he had a lot of hits over second baseman head.
Yeah, he had that.
Could use one of those.
He had that patented right center. I've seen him so he's this year, so he's getting ahead a little bit. Strike two here, so he's down 0-2 quickly. That one left upstairs for ball one.
Chase. Zach didn't.
Banakdar in the on-deck circle for the Friars. Curveball misses outside. And this guy, I thought Jack Fagan worked quickly. This son of a gun, he is working pretty quickly here. You got to be ready. Check swing, doesn't go.
I don't think that was a check swing.
First base umpire, he might be sleeping.
Yeah, there we go. We finally got a reaction out of him. I don't even know.
He's got his sunglasses on. Maybe his eyes are closed. We don't know. You don't see that too often. So it was appealed down to the first base umpire.
There we go.
And Morgan's aboard with on the full count walk.
Morgan did a really good job of that bat. At down 0-2 and then draws the walk.
That brings up the lefty Jimmy Banakdar. If Bach should reach, he'd bring up Rock. So we got Morgan, Bach, and Rock. Might be the right combination to get something across home plate for the Friars. Let's see what we got. First offering missed. Pops out of the catcher's mitt for ball one.
Got a little more energy out of the dugout.
2-0 the count. Bach hits that one high in the air, tailing foul out of play, and it stays in play just past third base in front of the left fielder. So long strike there. 2-1 the count, 2 away.
Now, if he could just speed that up a little bit, we might have a hit.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time catching up with the fastball here, I think is what's going on.
He's got a good fastball. Then he mixes in that curve that really keeps him kind of unsettled at the plate.
That one down low. No, called strike. 2-2 here. Pitcher's been pretty efficient here early for the Romans. .65 pitches for Lufrano. 35 for strikes. So he's cruising right along. Friars got to extend this inning so we can get in that bullpen soon.
Yeah, they really need to get to that bullpen. Of course, we don't even know who's at the bullpen. So.
Well, this is all true. It's not working out with the starter.
Right. So I certainly would like to start to have a chance with the bullpen. Look at the roster. They don't have a lot of players on their team. So I can't imagine they have a deep bullpen.
2-2 to Bach with 2 away. Missed inside, down low a little bit. And now the count is full. And Friars have left 1, 2, 3, 4 runners on. 3 runners on, excuse me. Bounces that one on in the dirt there, and Bach trots down to first. We're going to go to Rocco Nero. Nero's due. Stuck together 2-3 games on the Florida trip. It's pretty hot. Like to see that translate here into this game here in Evanston, especially with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. And with the bats that have been quiet. First pitch misses. And it's ball 1. I'd be thinking second base here. Thinking second base. 2 o'clock. Northwestern sign. Here comes. Nero hits that one out in the no man's land, drifting foul, and the third baseman going back puts the leather on it for out number 3. Inside out swing by Nero. Gets just a piece of it. Anyway, the Friars remain scoreless. They leave 2. No hits on the board. So this Lufrano is throwing a gem here. A shutout nonetheless. And the Friars looking for the answer. We'll be back here in the bottom of the 4th inning in just a minute.
Your investments and our insights. Your ideas and our innovation. Your vision and our mission. At Janus Henderson Investors, we believe working together is the way to work better, with your goals and our expertise in perfect harmony. Janus Henderson Investors, investing in a brighter future together.
Okay, back in the action here in Evanston, Illinois. The cloud cover blows in, drops the temperature a few degrees. A little chilly now. Not quite as cold as the Friar bats. Appreciate that. They're running out of time, and they're running out of outs, and they're running out of innings. So the Friars, as my partner said in the last inning, got to throw up a donut here just to give us a chance to stay in it. As a score 7-0 here, bottom of 4.
See Colin buckle down here. Throw some good pitches.
Friars
hitters off balance.
Went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 3rd, looking to do the same here. Dragus kicks, fires first pitch. Plunks the hitter. The leadoff man for the Romans is aboard by way of the hit by pitch.
How many pitches is Colin at there, Ryan?
Let's see, we could check that. Colin's at 52 pitches.
Okay, he should be able to go another 20 or so. He can throw strikes.
I thought I saw Chuck get up a long time ago, so which was early, which surprised me.
Early, yeah. I think it's back when he had looked like he was running into trouble. We got out of it, so. They're going to give him.
That must have been the bottom of the first, I think it was.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think they were a little worried there. But you definitely don't want your starting pitcher to go deep because with all these games coming up, it causes a problem with the bullpen.
Up the middle, double play ball.
There we go.
Gonzalez picks it out, number one at second, and goes across to Munoz, unassisted for the second out. So double played, turned by the Friars.
Pitcher's best friend.
Just like you drew it up.
That's right.
Should have been more excited about that. I'm not sure how I wasn't. It's a nice play by Ethan Gonzalez, who scooped it up. Took the bag unassisted and fired it across. Nice scoop, a dig over by first baseman Jeremy Munoz for a second out. First pitch offering by Dragus. Ball. Comes back here. Nice. Fires a strike. 1-1 the count. Swinging through that. Sweeping curve. He took a lot off that one. Had him way out in front. 1-2 the count. See, one of their sponsors out there is Wildfire. You ever been to Wildfire?
I have.
What's your favorite dish there?
Oh boy, it's been so long I can't remember what I had.
Wildfire. They featured steaks and chops. At least that's what the sign says. They got seafood too.
Yeah,
you know?
I think they have a good salmon.
Full count here. Let's see if Colin can get him. Loses him on the breaking ball. In the dirt, doesn't chase. And it's a 2-out walk. Shout out to Tracy Nero back in Forest Park, Illinois, working her tail off, trying to get things ready for picture party for prom for the kids coming over. Takes that first pitch, called strike on the outside corner.
Batter gave a funny look there. I don't know if he liked the call, but it was definitely a strike.
Didn't like it. Calls time, steps out. Going to adjust the old batting gloves, kind of.
He's just finding some time.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his thoughts back together.
This is Rose, the catcher. Rose hammered one out in the right center. His last at bat for a bases clearing triple, if you remember, partner.
Mm-hmm.
Really dialed in today.
I think it looks like Colin's trying to keep the ball low, see if he can get ground ball.
1-1. There's a chopper to Munoz at first. Scoops it up. Nice play by Munoz. Takes it himself. And on the short hop, flashing the leather and a little web gem action by Jeremy Munoz gets the third out. And so they do get the donut. Double donuts. Yes. So the Friars coming up here, running out of time. Top of the fifth for the Friars, looking for some offensive production in this late battle here. As it's about 11 o'clock, 10 after 11. We'll be back in the action. With a little bit of maybe some words from our sponsors. Liz, take it away.
When it comes to great barbecue and crowd favorite comfort food, Big Nick's Catering delivers every time. Owned and operated by Nick Casaccio, Big Nick's is known for bold flavors, generous portions, and food made the right way. From juicy grilled burgers to crispy wings and perfectly prepared chicken, Nick and his team focus on quality ingredients and great taste in every bite. It's simple food done exceptionally well, with the kind of flavor that keeps people coming back for more. When you want food that truly satisfies, trust the team that does it right. Big Nick's Catering. Big flavor in every bite.
Pitching change for the Romans, going with the lefty here. Partner, what are we looking like here?
Well,
You can make it up.
Looks like he's not throwing as hard as the other guy. So that might be helpful. But it's always tough to face the lefty. I see a lot of them. Did you know 24% of major league pitchers are lefties, but only 6% of the people, general population, are lefties?
How about that stat?
Isn't that amazing? They're
You
valued
know,
for a reason.
I heard that left-handed pitchers are the only people in their right mind. Like that one. I've been waiting.
Maybe they're more creative.
Well, I've been waiting to throw that one out, so you set me up, partner. I appreciate it. That's Beckett, getting ready to lead things off for the Friars. Beckett been doing a great job in center, trying to keep the Friars in this. Been running from his left to his right and back.
Well, maybe a new pitcher will give the Fenwick bats a new look on life.
Yeah. You know,
Give us some hope.
Hitting's like the influenza, right? It's contagious.
Very
So
contagious. Get that first one rolling, and then we're on.
All right, Beckett stands in for the Friars. Right-handed center fielder. How's the production going? Are you running any overlays or no? No, I just was wondering. You're the production director. It's whatever you like to do. See if Beckett could be the spark that gets things going for the Friars. Wow, that didn't miss by much. Ball one.
Yeah, that was a good take there, because it certainly looked like it might have been in the zone.
There's a ground ball to second baseman. Scoops it up. Lobs it over. And Beckett almost surprised him and beat it out. That's why you're always hustling. So the leadoff man, Beckett, puts the ball in play to the grounder for out number one. Grounder to second baseman rather for out number one. That's going to bring up Johnny Buckman. Buckman was plunked on his last at bat. And it's the top of the fifth inning. It's only our second time through the order. That's how.
That's how dominant these Romans have been.
The struggle is real. Top of the order in the on-deck circle in the form of Gio Rangel. He'll bat with no matter what happens here with Buckman. Buckman pieced that one out left field. Left fielder turns his back and he's running. That's all the way to the wall. And it's off the wall. And Buckman on his way to second. And he's in there safely. And he absolutely hammered one out the left field.
Let's see if that gets the Fenwick Friars bats going. That was a very solid, well-hit ball.
Always a good sign when you see the number of the jersey of the opposing defense running the other way. And that's exactly what happened. And that ball one-hopped the wall out and left. And I got to believe it's really close to 355 out there, maybe 365.
Well, I think that would have been very interesting to Priory to see if that one would have been out.
Rangel, the Friars top of the order here now with runner in scoring position and one away. First pitch strike called.
That outside corner there. Little grunt there from the left-hander. He tried to get some extra on that.
Up the middle. Oh, nice play by the shortstop. Scoops it up, fires it over. So Rangel moves over Buckman, but that's out number two. And so could squander the shutout with a hit here by Julian Torres.
Torres sounds like a kid that can hit, right?
Torres is a switch hitter. It's a nice batting righty. Not if you picked up on that. Equally good from the left and the right. spray chart on them, has them all over the place. Ooh, that might have been trouble. That's trouble because we saw what happens with this backstop,
right.
and that might
Who
have
knows
bounced
where
right
that'd
back
been,
into
yeah.
his glove, and now Buckman's hung up halfway between home and third, and man, you don't want to do that. Oh, look at this. It's a swinging bunt. Pitcher picks it up to lefty, fires a strike over to first.
Good play by the lefty pitcher there.
And that retires the side. The Friars go down after the Buckman double. And they remain scoreless here. And so now it's the bottom of the fifth. Friars chasing 7-0. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors in just a few minutes.
When it's time to celebrate, AA Rental Center has you covered. From tents and tables to chairs and everything in between, we help turn any gathering into an unforgettable event. Whether it's backyard parties, weddings, graduations, or corporate events, our team makes it easy from setup to teardown. Proudly serving Melrose Park and beyond, AA Rental Center brings the party to you. Rent easy, celebrate big.
All right, back in the action here is we got a pitching change for the Friars. Number 9, Charlie Sutton. If you've watched the broadcast and paid attention this season, or even last season, Sutton's, again, one of my favorites on the bump for the Friars. He features not an overpowering fastball, but he's got an unbelievable 12-6 curve. And then when he comes back with the fastball, it's mystifying. So when he's locating that curveball, he's as good as anybody in the league. I always wondered what that meant. Those guys say that all the time, right? So here's another one. Don't sleep on Chuck. What does that mean? What do you mean don't sleep on him? That's a new one that everyone's throwing around these days. Did it work? Really? Did you find it in the abyss? All right. So the Nero Broadcast Network able to help out with a battery problem here from the broadcast booth. We're taking care of our Friar family and fans and providing a live stream. We're doing it all, partner.
Multifaceted. The skills are endless.
Yeah, you fired me yesterday. So Sutton kicks and fires. First pitch leaves a little wide. Ball 1. Davenport, the batter for the Romans, is 2 for 2 today. Oh, well. Goes to lay down the butt. Morgan giving chase to it, fouling out of play. Nice pitch outside corner. Gets the call 0-2. 1-2, pardon me.
There's that good curveball he has.
Sutton, methodical worker on the mound. Big leg kick. There's a ground ball. Oh, nice play by Torres. Fires it over to Munoz. Can't get the leather on it over his head. It does a nice job to stop the ball from going out in the right field. But the speedy Davenport hustling down the line, the throw over the head of Munoz at first. And so tough break for the Friars there.
He did show good range. I didn't think he was going to get to that.
Diving attempt, does stop it, tries to throw it from his knee. Zuh.
That could have been a double if he didn't get to it.
Oh, wow. Off speed there by Sutton for strike 1. See, Gonzalez can turn another one. Nice throw over by
Snap throw.
Sutton. Just exploded that ball. Shot over to first base. Curveball inside, gorgeous. And that's where Chuck needs to live. When he's on when he's on, that's his pitch right there. You just saw that thing. Started on the inside hip of the hitter and just breaks over the.
Sweeps right over the plate.
It's just a gorgeous pitch. Zach done a nice job there framing.
There.
Now comes back at the opposite plate, part of the plate, and Chuck looks to be on today.
Yeah, that curveball set up that pitch. That kid was waiting for the curveball again, and he didn't give it to him. Swung on one way out of the zone.
So Chuck retires Thies for the first out. That brings up Korsch. Shows bunt. First pitch, ball. Getting a little chattery down there. I like the game within the game with these dugouts. Always exciting to listen to the youngsters getting excited. That ball fouled. Got a piece of the hitter and the catcher, maybe even the umpire. Nancy Reagan was had her big was it Just Say No campaign back in the 80s. Oh, that ball popped out of Morgan's hand on the transfer. He had a chance at him. That run is meaningless as the score is 7-0. The Friars need to just get back in the dugout, figure out a way to manufacture some runs.
It's got a big gust. Really blowing now.
That ball down low inside. No good way to get up to the Northwestern University from the western suburbs. Bit of a hike. Certainly don't want to come all this way and get shut out, but now they got runners at first and second with only one away. Production director is getting tired. Doesn't want to switch angles anymore. She forget about the sponsor, she says. I got better things to do on a Saturday. Lizzie, giving her a hard time. She does a great job for us. We appreciate the time she puts in.
There's that curve.
It's a strike swinging there. The 2 on 1 out. Goes inside, got him hung up. Oh, they got him. He's out. Oh, he slides under the tag, and Morgan had him hung up between second and third, fires it over. Gonzalez puts the tag on. Looks like he just slid underneath it.
I think he did. For a second there, I thought he was going to have him, but got back to that base pretty quick.
That was a manufactured play. They called the double steal with the bunt, and the pitch was too far inside. Swings to that curveball. That was in the dirt. So Chuck's got him off balance for sure here. Axel, a number 9 hitter. Then we go to the top of the order. He pieced one out in the left field that was tracked down by Beckett in the bottom of the third.
Big pitch here, partner. Really needs to get this one out.
2-2 with one away. Let's see what Chuck comes back. I have a good guess. I'd like to see that curveball, but we'll see what he comes with. That's going to be a line drive. Oh, wow.
Oh, he tagged him.
Double play.
Very good. Very
Double
good.
play, and we're out of it. So line drive was
play.
dropped by Ethan Gonzalez. He picks it up, tags the runner, and then he tags the base for the double play. How does you don't say, you gotta film it from over there next time. And certainly a tough break for the Romans, but the Friars will take it.
They needed that other donut. Now they put 3 donuts in a row on the board, so let's get those bats going, Friars.
Take us to commercial. The Cordial Inn, located at 9207 31st Street in Brookfield, Illinois. The Cordial Inn's been in business since the 1940s, serving up a small but delicious bar menu and all your frosty beverages. Stop into the Cordial Inn where their friendly staff is always standing by to ensure you have a great experience. Back in the action here is the Friars. Top of the 6 here. They got 6 outs to get 7 or better to keep this game alive. This inning's brought to you by the Cordial Inn. Cordial Inn in Brookfield, Illinois.
Sun shining again. Feels much better.
Wind howling. Got Jeremy Munoz, looks like he's going to, no, excuse me. Ethan Gonzalez might be leading things off here for the Friars, and then Munoz. Let's take a look at that. We go Gonzalez, Munoz, Morgan. So right in the beef of the order for the Friars. So
we're gonna let Morgan hit.
Morgan's been on base. He had a walk. Well, he had 2 walks. I guess just 1 for Zach Morgan. But Akhtar's got a walk. They went back-to-back walks, and then we left him on base again. Nice throw by the catcher on the warm-ups there. All right, Gonzalez, let's see what we can do here to get things started for the Friars. For some reason, these look like they got smaller too, don't they? Interesting. That's all right, because then they all get messed up. All right, Ethan Gonzalez steps up for the Friars, chasing 7 here. Takes first pitch strike from the lefty. Oof. That one down in the dirt.
Looks to me like the lefty's got looser. He's throwing it a little bit harder.
1-1 the count to Gonzalez. A lot of pop in his bat. That one didn't miss by much. Gonzalez didn't like it upper part of the zone for ball 2. Strike.
Goodness.
Strike called. The ball's at the backstop, so.
Yeah, and the catcher had to move his glove far to the left.
I don't know
How
about.
that could be a strike.
Come on, Ronnie. Two and two the count to Gonzo. Nice rescue attempt there. Rescue hack, saving hack. The ball looked like it was off the plate, too close to take. Fouls that one in the netting, stays alive. 3 and 2? 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Yeah, board's wrong. Timeout called. Pitcher steps off the rubber. Munoz looks on attentively from the on-deck circle. The lefty-lefty matchup. Gonzo gets a piece of it right into the catcher's glove for out number 1. Where's our scoreboard? There you go. Oh, you know what? Nobody's keeping score. Yeah. I just want to see the Romans record coming into this game is 2 and 3. Yeah, that was a small detail. We don't have anybody working our scoreboard for our live stream. I take that for granted, you know. I could have handed you that early. I'm going to take a break here from the broadcast in just a minute, but hand it over to my partner, Brian Dragas. Be back in the action in a minute.
All right. Okay, lefty's still on the mound. He's throwing hard. That one's upstairs. Walk Jeremy Munez. So we got a little action on the bases. got Zach Morgan at the plate. Gets the sign from Coach Kamisic. Strike on the outside corner. Another strike on the outside corner. 0-2 the count. One throw way upstairs. So 1-2 the count. 2-2 the count. Another one high. So Zach's managed to even the count up. Oh, caught looking. All three of his strikes were on the outside corner. Here comes Jimmy Benakdar. Big lefty. Got lefty on lefty matchup here. Swing and a miss. Outside, 1-1. Foul out to the left. Got out of the park. Upstairs. Makes count 2-2. Swing and a miss. That'll be the inning. 1-2-3 inning. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
For more than a century, Oak Park, Illinois has been a community built on strong values, proud traditions, and neighbors supporting neighbors. From its early days as a small village just west of Chicago to the vibrant community it is today, Oak Park has always been a place where people take pride in where they live. That same commitment to community is what drives Oak Park Bank. For generations, Oak Park Bank has proudly served local families, homeowners, and businesses with trusted financial guidance and the kind of personal service you only get from a true community bank. Whether you're opening your first account, buying a home, or growing a business, Oak Park Bank is here to help every step of the way. Because great communities deserve a great bank. Oak Park Bank, built on community, focused on you.
All the outs for strikeouts.
Really? Wow. Who made the last out?
Benakdar.
Okay, we're back in the action here. Friars remain, actually, I was going to say hitless. It's a one-hitter. A one-hit shutout is what we've got going here.
Yeah, that one was a big long hit, but we couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, Buckman with a one-out double, smashed it out the left. Friars have left a few on, have not been able to get anything cooking offensively.
Yeah, it's been very difficult for them to get a key hit.
They got their minds on the prom party.
I think you're right. It's not on baseball right there.
Well, we got some baseball left here as Axel steps up to, excuse me, that's not Axel. Line drive right on over to Buckman, who doesn't even move his feet and snags out number one.
Gotta love a one pitch out.
Boy, oh boy, do you. Especially today. Well, Friars got to score 8 runs. Where they got the 6, 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up.
I guess I'll just say nothing's impossible.
Nothing's impossible in this game. I've seen it all. Unbelievable. Only 3 walks, 3, 4, 5 walks. Rangels reached twice on the by way of a base on ball. 1-1 to count, 1 away. Just kind of going through the order here. This inning's brought to you by Oak Park Bank. Thanks to our sponsors, Oak Park Bank. Two and one offering by Sutton is inside. Seven strikeouts, 5 walks for the Romans. And that's a walk there issued by Sutton. I made some, tried to make some Asian-inspired crispy pork belly the other day.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be great. It's by way of what it is, it's very fatty. And I was really hungry. It's not something that you want to dine on for a meal. It's more of an appetizer. I had 3.5 pounds of it.
Oh my goodness.
And it's still in the fridge. I think I'm going to crisp it up later on. Crispy pork belly.
Sounds mouthwatering.
Asian-inspired garlic and ginger and soy sauce and honey and a little sriracha. It was quite tasty.
Where'd you find that recipe?
You know, I'm
Little Google?
I could do all kinds of stuff here, you know. Pinterest, I think, is my recipe.
That's your
It's where I go.
app of choice.
My go-to. Find a lot of good stuff on the TikTok. Yeah, I thought so too, Blue. I thought so too. That's a nice curveball by Sutton.
Starts that, looks like it's going to hit the batter, then drops in.
2-2 with 1 away. Runner on first. Sun back out in full effect here. Misses outside.
He's trying to get him a chase there, but that was a little too far out to make him nibble at it.
Is the junior prom the same as the senior prom? Is that the same? No, they're very different. So they're different dances altogether. Can the seniors go to the junior prom?
If they're invited by a junior.
Ah.
Maybe they could get to go to 2.
Go to 2 then, yeah. So the junior prom is set up for the juniors unless a junior asks a senior, then the senior can go to the junior prom. Figure all these things out as we move through the broadcast. I think we've lost our population on the live stream, so we're coming up with some stuff here. That one misses outside. Arm side. Wait, what? There it is. Only 1 away. Runners at first and second. 7-0 here. Romans. That one missed inside. I liked it. Might have been down a little bit too low for our home plate umpire. He's going to go back and watch the game and grade his performance behind the plate. I think he's doing a fine job calling balls and strikes. Very consistent strike zone. Sutton fires it in there for ball number 3. Sutton finds himself in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to have to work himself out of with 1 out.
He is in a pickle with a 3-0 count.
I like pickles on my cheeseburgers.
Oh, I do too.
American cheese and pickles.
Like Jeremy Chart coming up like playing on like a bunt.
And 4 straight from Sutton. And now he's walked the bases loaded, I think. That's what happened here.
Yes, he has. And I think if they give up 3 runs here, this game's going to be over.
And Coach Q is going to take a walk out to the mound, bring the infield in, have a chit-chat with Chuck. And this chit-chat with Chuck is brought to you by Oak Park Bank. We'll be brought to you, we'll be back in the action in just a minute.
Respect for the game begins here.
When you come into our dome, there's a pulse, there's a heartbeat.
Everything you see in here is dedicated to training the athlete.
When you come in, I want you to be hungry. You have to put in the
Coach Q and Chuck back on the bump, kicks, fires it in there. That one giving a ride out to right field Nero. Oh, now he plays it up the hop, short rolls by him, and that's going to be trouble. And the troubles continue for the Friars. So that ball hung up. I think Nero thought it was hit harder than it was. He came steaming in and then pulled off, and the ball bounced past him. Beckett, great job coming over. Picked up his teammate and got it in, but not after 2 runs scored.
Got to be tough work out there with the wind blowing like it is.
Got to make that play. And now, with the game on the line, the outfield playing in, no singles.
Infield playing in really close as well. Everything's got to go to home.
And wow, the Friars are in a position here to get slaughtered. I don't think they say that anymore, but the old slaughter rule.
Non-PC.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some latitude on the Nero Broadcast Network. I know somebody. Let's see if Chuck can get a strikeout here, keep the Friars in it. With only 1 hit on the day, though, they have got their work to do should they get out of this one. Game 90 feet away, third base for the Romans. And those walks, they come back to get you.
Well, there's an argument he may just walk him intentionally here. So they have a force at every base. No argument now.
Nope.
He's on there.
He's on now. Nowhere to put him. So Davenport takes the walk. And that brings up Thies, who struck out his last at bat. Pops it up in the infield. Second baseman Torres calling for it. And now there's 2 outs.
Stay in it.
Yeah, we got a new batter here for the Romans.
This is a big boy.
Big right-hander standing in.
I think this boy's got to be close to pushing 3 bills.
Yeah, a lot of power here. Looks like the outfield's going to sit back and everyone back into their regular positions here with 2 away. Nice Buckman. I give him a few more steps.
This has got to be a pinch hitter, right?
Yes, sir. This is Korsch coming in. No, it's not. Somebody batting for Korsch, I believe.
Good pitch.
Chuck fires first ball strike. First pitch strike, rather. Strike 2.
At that curveball. Head in the count here. This is good.
Big opportunity here for this young man at the plate. He could walk off the game with a hit. And a good opportunity for Chuck to give Friars one more chance in the top of the 7th. That one hit up into the air.
That
Buckman
was
going
hammered.
back, puts his
Good
glove up.
God, nice
I'm
play.
sorry, that was Gio Rangel, excuse me. And Rangel is cruising back to his right, makes the catch to end the inning.
Kid had some power.
Yeah, he sure did. And just like that, the Friars get out of it when it looked pretty daunting. They're going to walk it off. So now Friars chasing 9, top of the 7th coming up. They got 3 outs to do something special here in Evanston. We'll be back in the action in just a few minutes.
For generations, Oak Park, Illinois has been a community built on trust, family, and care for one another. That same spirit lives on at Ponzio Dental. Located right here in Oak Park, Illinois, Ponzio Dental provides modern, compassionate dental care for the whole family. From routine cleanings to advanced treatments, their experienced team is dedicated to making every visit comfortable and personalized. Because a healthy smile starts with a dentist who truly cares. Ponzio Dental, Oak Park's hometown dentist. Smile with confidence. Smile with Ponzio.
All right, here we are for the conclusion here, potential conclusion of this game. We're the top of the 7th here. Friars chasing a bunch here late, 9-0. The Romans have pitched a gem here, a one-hitter.
Both pitchers have been very effective.
One hitter on prom night. Junior prom, we figured that one out already. And that brings up Nero to start things off for the Friars. Nero goes, Beckett goes, and maybe we get this dugout going and we get out of here with, if anything, a little bit of dignity.
I'd like to have something on the board.
Nero hitless today, looking for a knock. There, a lot of power to all fields. Swings underneath that one, fouls it back. Like to see him find that gap out in right center.
Oh,
that one fisted out of play down the right field line. And he's underneath both of those. Get on top! He's down 0-2 here. Tough spot for a hitter. We bet you did all season. And the 0-2 pitch. Ha!
Oh, boy.
Strike, curveball looking. Tough day for Nero at the plate.
Tough day for everybody at the plate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Second picture of record Cats, number 10, 32 pitches thrown. That brings up Javale. There's a hit. And they break the streak. Beckett reaches on a single. That's the second hit of the ball game.
Hard hit, line drive. Really good swing there by Beckett.
Bachman then the top.
Let's see if Bachman can do the same thing.
Johnny smoked the ball last at bat. Had a one-out double over the left fielder's head. One hop the wall right underneath Northwestern Medicine between Matthews Roofing, those advertisements out there. So yeah, good time for one of those again.
I notice that left fielder's playing really deep right now.
Yeah, he sure is. He sure is.
To the warning track.
Take it down the line. Buckman. That one hit high in the air, no man's land down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and he can't come up with it. It's dropped. Hit his glove. He made a great attempt at it, but slid, and the ball popped out of his glove. So Johnny gets a break. He gets another chance at it with 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. And Buckman sat down on strikes, the first 2 hitters. And that's going to bring up the top of the order. Excuse me, the first hitter. Yeah, regardless. Wrangle up at plate. Left-hander for the Friars. Playing left field today. Gio Wrangle. Ball missed down low. Beckett takes his lead at first. That ball outside. If Wrangle should reach, it gives an opportunity for Julian Torres today.
It is a good hitter's count.
3-0 to Gio Wrangle.
Think he's got the green light here, partner?
No.
Gotta wait, make him throw a strike.
I think he's taken all day, but that's what I think.
That's probably a smart thing to do. And, oh, got the low call there. A little low is for a strike for my taste.
3-1 offering to Wrangle. Outside, he gets the walk, and he got runners on first and second. Friars looking to break the shutout here late.
Wrangle almost got hit there by
throwing a ball into the umpire.
dugout.
Yeah, almost gets a piece of Torres. That's not very nice. Throwing stuff at our guys. Torres got an opportunity here. Got a couple beans out there. Let's see if he can cash them in. Wind howling right to left. That one was over his head.
Yeah. Had some mustard on it, too.
Torres takes a hack at that one, comes up empty. Fastball in there. Strike. 1-1 the count. Friars got one out left here in this contest. That one down low. If Torres should reach, you got Gonzo in the on-deck circle for the Friars. Could potentially bat with the bases loaded. That one fouled back behind the backstop. And on top of the press box, rolls down. Oh, something broke.
Sure did.
That's a piece of plastic that came rolling down.
What that was.
Well, there's a camera up there or something. Ouch.
The coach looked a little perplexed at it.
Yeah, that's a expensive. That's why they put those domes on them cameras, I guess. Hey, as it is, it's 2-2, a two-way. And it's a strike three, drop third strike, Fires over to first. That's going to end the game. Friars get shut out on a two-hitter against the Latin Romans. That's going to do it. Thanks for all of our live streamers for tuning in today, and all of our youngsters heading out to junior prom. Be safe, have fun, and we'll catch you all at our next game next week. It's been a fun broadcast. Thanks to Brian Dragus for joining me in the booth, and of course, Liz Lateral, our production director. We'll be back at it. This has been another production of the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.